Hi, welcome to another Katie Creates. Today I'll be drawing me and my brother and my cat Foxy sitting in front of a fan, cooling off from the heat. Now for this drawing, I wanted to add some stuff that me and my brother had when we were younger. For one, I remember we had this giant square fan that we would sit in front of and yell in it because it would make a weird sound. And because we also had no AC, so we would just sit in front of it for a while. And I remember every now and then we would go and take our baseball bats and hit the ball around and play some catch. We would also play soccer too, listen to music on our cool CDs, and every now and then, if we were lucky, we would go to 7-Eleven to get some ices and nachos. It was the best. Now it's starting to warm up where I am, and I'm already dying of heat. And it's only May. So it hasn't even begun to reach its normal high heat, and I'm already dying of heat. We're just getting started of this heat. It's gonna get hotter. I am not a fan of the heat. I prefer cold. I like to wear warm clothing. Half of my closet is just warm clothing, because I like it. I like to be cold. And I like it when it rains. It makes me really happy when it rains. It's very pretty. And sometimes you get cool thunderstorms too. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm a big fan of fall and winter and, all the cold stuff. It's like that saying, would you rather be cold or hot? I would personally rather be cold. Not only that, me and the summer sun heat have had our disagreements. 3 times I have been dehydrated from the heat. I just want to say, for the record, I drank plenty of water. It wasn't like I had it, just every now and then. No, I was drinking tons of it, to the point one time I almost felt like I was gonna vomit due to how much water I was drinking. When I was in middle school, I did track and field. I did it all the way through 6th through 8th grade. And all 3 years I got dehydration. Wow, amazing, right? Now the first time it happened, I blame my teacher 100% on this. 2 other times were actually due to heat and other things, so let me tell you about the time that it was my teacher's fault. I was in 6th grade when this happened. And let me tell you, it was a very hot day. I'm talking in the hundreds. And we had practice after school, so it was the peak of the heat of the day. And that year was a very hot year. The heat came early, and it was so hot. It even killed the school grass. It was just all yellow. It was already dead. Now during this time, I did sprints, hurdles, and long jump. Yeah, 3 things to practice. That's pretty crazy, especially in that kind of heat. Hurdles was my main one that I did. And I was pretty good, pretty fast. And every day I brought a water bottle, of course, because, don't want to get dehydrated. Don't want to, die of heat. I had been working really hard, sweating, like my whole clothes were just drenched and soaked. It was just so disgusting. It was so hot, so annoying. And I drank my entire water bottle, so I needed to get it refilled because I was so thirsty, man. So I went to go inside to get some water, and the door was locked. And I was like, strange. Maybe the teachers have to let you in. Okay, that's fine. So I go up to my teacher, go up to my coach, and say, hey, I need to fill up my water bottle. I need some water. And she says, sorry, no, but we can't allow any students inside the building. And I was like, okay, but I need water. I'm gonna get dehydrated. And I desperately told her that I was so thirsty, I was tired. I was not in the mood to have somebody tell me that I'm not allowed to go get water. I even asked, so how are we supposed to go to the bathroom and stuff? And she said, we're actually not allowed to go inside the building to use the bathroom. We're just gonna have to hold it in. Also crazy. We argued about this for a while, and finally she just told me that no children are allowed inside the building. You cannot get water. You're just gonna have to figure out what to do for the rest of the class. Try asking somebody else for their water. Yeah, like anybody else is gonna share their water when you can't go get water, so you have to ration your water, and it's over 100 degrees outside. And not only that, you don't even know how many germs other kids are carrying, so why on earth would they share their water bottle? After that, she turned around and went to walk away, and I had fell on the ground. I had temporarily passed out. I'm being dead serious, like, my body was literally holding me up enough for me to get water, and once they finally sealed the deal that I couldn't, my body just gave up. It was just like, yep, we're done. This is her problem now. This is gonna look terrible for her. And it was terrible for her. Because let me tell you, after that day I came home, tired, told my mom everything that happened, and she gave the principal a call. And oh boy was he mad at this teacher. Apparently, students are actually allowed to go inside the building to use the bathroom and to refill their water bottles as long as the teacher opens the door for them. So this rule, she told everyone how no students are allowed in the building until after practice is done, was something she made up. But she just refused, and also she refused to give a child water and then let them pass out. So he was pretty mad. So then next week when I came back, I was at practice, had a water bottle, and there was another coach. She was no longer allowed to be alone with the students. She had to have another coach with her. And also, it was mandatory at halfway through practice, everyone to refill their water bottles. And not only that, the building became permanently open, so that way any students who needed to use the bathroom could use the bathroom. That's right, because of my sacrifice, me passing out on the ground, I was able to give everyone water and bathroom breaks. So, you're welcome, future generations. You'll never know what I had to sacrifice. Yeah, that teacher did not like me for the rest of the 3 years, so... But hey, that's on her, not me. I didn't make you look bad, you made yourself look bad. That's not my fault. Other than that, track has been pretty fun. Even in hot weather, I enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to these sunny days and summer nights. Despite me liking the cold, it's going to be fun. And here's the finished artwork. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a little like, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!